In this video, we'll have a look at all the new things added to Planet Zoo with the new free update 1.14. Hello guys, this is Caesar Creates and welcome back to my channel. This new free update is being released along with the Arid Animal Pack, but you don't need to purchase the pack to get access to all of those new things. All you need to do is update your game and you will get them all. Again, huge thanks to Frontier for giving me the early access to this new update. Thanks to that, I am able to show you guys all of those new things a little bit earlier. There are so many cool things in this update. There are even some things that weren't officially announced in the update notes, so there are some surprises. Of course, I will show you everything. We'll go through everything one by one, and there are things such as this new camera mode that you can see right now on your screen. Okay, so without further ado, let's go and let's see everything that has been added. The first thing added with this new update is the staff Flexicolour uniforms. And meet Charlie. Charlie will be our model today, and as you guys can see, he's really happy about his big role in today's video. He is a default keeper, so if you'll place a keeper in your zoo, the keeper will have an outfit like this. But from now on, you can change the colors of their uniform. So let's see how we can make this. All you need to do is click on Charlie, and right now you have this new menu down there. You can change the color of the shirt, the trousers, the shoes, and the hat. So let's try it. We can give Charlie a nice green shirt. We can give him like gray trousers, for example. The shoes can actually stay this way. Maybe, oh, this is nice. And we can give him I don't know, nice brown hat. Why not? So yeah, this is how it works. This is how you can change the color of the outfit of your stuff right now. Thank you so much, Charlie. You've been amazing. And what I also wanted to show you is some of the examples of how you can play with this. I just created some, outfits for my stuff in the zoo that I thought looks nice. So here we have a keeper. Here we have a really cool caretaker. Then we have a new mechanic. I really like those colors on the mechanic. Then we have the security guard. We have a vendor. Also, we have a veterinarian in here. Really doesn't look like a veterinarian. Like, we are so used to the blue and white colors on the vet. And last but not least, we have an educator. So yeah, from now on, you can change the colors of your stuff. And I think that this is such an amazing update, because from now on, your zoos can be a little bit more customized, a little bit more just how you want them to be. So yeah, let's move on to another new thing. We also get some new plants in this update, and for me this is always a very exciting thing. All the new plants are actually a part of the free update. There are no new plants in the new DLC, so all of the players, despite if you buy the DLC or no, will get those plants if you update your game. Remember this plant in here? This is the creosote plant that we had in the base game, and from now on we are getting a new variant of this plant. So we have the variant without the flowers, and it looks amazing. This is like a really cool bush that I can see being used in a lot of biomes and a lot of enclosures. It looks amazing. And we also get a dry version of it, so a version that is basically dead. There are no trees, this is just some dry branches, but it still looks amazing. And adding it in between of different plants and so on can add some really cool details and look amazing. Then we have this Nitraya robusta plant. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that, but it was a part of the Africa pack, or it was also added with the free update when the Africa pack was released. And from now on, we also get some new variants of this plant. So we have this plant without the flowers as well. It looks amazing. I really love it. It comes in 3 different sizes, and then we have the same plant again in a dry dead version in 3 different sizes, and still it is so good. I will be using those plants a lot in my future projects. Do you see something new here besides the new sign of the camel? If you look closely in the bottom right corner of the screen, you will see that there's a new widget speed control. And what it does, it actually, if you change this, it will change the speed of movement of things. So if I will make it the lowest possible, right now if I'll click here, it moves really slowly. I cannot... Even if I would try to make it fast, I cannot. And the same goes for the rotation. So if I would try to rotate the camel, I am doing it very, very slowly because the game just limits the speed of rotation. The same thing if I will do it 2 times like faster, it will just move like crazy. So what this means and what this will be useful for is if you will set this to the lowest speed, you right now can be very precise when building, for example, small things. If you want to be simply precise while building, it will be so much easier because rotating things and adding different things, moving things, if you just want to move them really slightly because they're, for example, I don't know, Z fighting, or there's another thing that you want to move like really like precisely, it is a tool that you should use. I already used it while building my new habitat that will be coming out soon, and I must say that it is really useful. We have a new behavior added to the game, and this is spitting. It is added for the Bactrian camels and the llamas, and also, am I crazy, or is it a new color variation for the Bactrian camel? I think so, and it looks totally amazing. It looks like a different animal. It looks so much better than this one that we are used to. It looks just so cool. But yeah, we'll have a look at the spitting. The spitting, of course, is something that those animals do when they are threatened, when they want to, I don't know, get rid of the rival or anything like that. And I actually saw it in the zoo. I saw a llama spitting on some fellow guests. It wasn't me, but it was a lady who was really upset about this. So this is so cool and so realistic, and I am so glad that something like this was added. It is also added for the new camel, for the new dromedary camel, and of course for the animals. This is the camel from the base game, and we also have llamas in here, and llamas are from the South America pack. And in a second, I will try to catch it on the camera and show it how they are spitting on the guests. Will this llama spit on the guests? It is approaching the fence, so I guess yes, we just saw that. So yeah, this will happen from time to time. The animals will just come to the guests and spit on them and then go back to their normal tasks, normal things that they do. So yeah, this happens for the llamas, for the camels, Bactrian camels and the dromedary camels. And it doesn't affect the guests anyway. I don't think so. They're not unhappy about this. Are we going to experience that again here? Oh no, it thought about it but didn't do it. They are not getting anything here like, oh my god, the llama just spit on me. Nothing happens, but this is just such a cool new thing, and then a very typical zoo animal behavior. Okay, so that was it, and let's move on to the next thing added in this new free update. Next up, we'll have a look at 2 new camera modes that have been added with this new update. Firstly, we'll have a look at the Scenic camera mode. So if you'll click on the camera right here, you'll see that there are 2 new different modes, and we have the Scenic mode. So this thing pops up, and if we'll click, for example, in the middle of this habitat, the camera will start spinning around the point that you chose. And we can do some adjustments. I am not moving the mouse right now, the camera is just moving by itself. We can choose the speed of the spin in here. So if we'll go further with the speed, it will just start spinning faster. This can get really dizzy, so I won't test it on you. But if we'll go into minus, you'll have it spinning in the different, in the opposite direction. But this is so cool to have a look at your finished builds and stuff like that. If you click on this little dot in here, there's another option. There's a zoom speed, and as you can see, the camera started to zoom out, and shortly it will also zoom in. And this is a really cool way of looking at your zoo. We can actually make the zoom speed a bit faster. If you click on that, it will just reset it. Okay, it was in the you can actually have only 3 speeds of the zoom, but you get how it works. If you change to the orbit, this is the mode where you can just control the camera yourself, but you can only spin it around using the scroll button on your mouse, around the point that you just chose. You cannot use your arrow keys or anything, and they won't work in this mode. You just can move the camera around this point. And we also have the spiral mode, and what it means is just the camera will start spiraling out from this point that you chose on your map, or you can change it to spinning in towards the point. So right now it will just continue spinning and spinning and spinning inside towards this point that we chose on the map. I think that this is so cool, especially for someone like me who records a lot in this game, to just showcase your builds, to show everything that you've built, to have a really cool look at all your finished zoos and so on. Okay, but let's move on. Okay, and the last thing that we'll have a look at in this video is the new cinematic route editor. This is such an amazing thing. So I've set up a cinematic tour around this zoo, and I think that we'll start with this to show you guys the full potential of this new tool. What it does is basically it creates a professional cinematic tour around your zoo, so that you can have a really cool look at everything that you created in the zoo. So without further talking, let's just start our tour. It looks a bit crazy right now, but I will show you how you can actually set this up after we'll be done with the tour. So if we click play and we'll hide the UI, you can see that the camera is now moving throughout our zoo, and I've set those points myself and it was super easy. So we had a look at the rhino, at the camel, this is the sandcat. Now we are going towards the porcupine exhibit. You can see the porcupines in here, and yeah, we are just flowing through our zoo like flying, and it looks super professional, and it was so easy to make. Here we have the Dama gazelles, here we have the Somali wild ass. Yeah, this is the zoo that I created to showcase the new Arid animal pack. But obviously it will work for every zoo. You don't need to have those animals. And now we'll have something really cool. Yeah, I was super proud of this transition. So yeah, now we are going a little bit faster through the zoo to go back to my favorite, to the Somali wild ass, and we will finish the entire tour by looking at the desert horned viper. So yeah, that was it, and it was super easy to set. So if we go here to the cinematic route editor, we can add the second route so I can show you how it works. What we need to do is add the keyframe. And somewhere in here, yeah, here we have a camera, and we just manipulate this camera the same way as we place different things in our zoo. So if we'll place it, for example, in here, and now go to the keyframe editor, there we have some different things. If we have the first keyframe in here, so we are now editing basically this camera. We can choose if you want to zoom in. If we will do that, it will show you the view from the camera. We can add some roll to the camera. We can also adjust the speed of the transitions between the keyframes. And this is basically all that you need to know. So we'll go out of this camera, and we will actually, I unfortunately clicked escape, but we can fix it. We can adjust a bit the view. So what we can do is just, click here and change how it will where it will look at. We can go to the keyframe position to just look at that. Okay, I am pretty satisfied with that. So let me add another one. You just simply need to move when you want your another keyframe to be. and then you just add the keyframe after. So you just press here and another one is added, as you guys can see. And those white dots in here is the root of your camera. So if I would just stop, manipulating this, changing, rotating and stuff, it will just change the root according to the place that we place it. Okay, so let's add another keyframe in here, or I don't know, we'll just go here to make something more interesting. We will have a look, for example, here. I'm just doing it super fast so you guys can know how it works, and I really recommend playing with that a bit when you will have this new update installed. We can add this last keyframe in here, and this is basically a quick tour that we created, and to show you what you created, you just need to press play and it should move you from one camera, one view to the other. We just did a view of the, I don't know, bird's eye of this entire park real quick. Of course, if I would just focus more, if I would choose those views a bit better, it will look even more amazing, but I hope you get how it works. All you need to do is play a bit with those options and you can do really cool tour of your zoo. So I will be using that for sure in my zoos to show you guys what I've built, what we are working on in the Elm Hill City Zoo and so on. Okay, and that has been all, so let me say goodbye. Okay, so this was all when it comes to all the new things added to Planet Zoo with this new free update 1.14. Let me know down in the comments what was your favorite thing and what you are mostly excited for. I really like the new camera mode, I really like the spitting, but I think that my favorite thing is the stuffed Flexicolour uniforms. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a video like this, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!